All right, hey guys. So this week launched a new Humble Choice for the month of August. You can get all 12 games shown here for just $12. Very interesting selection of indie games. Some good, some not so good. Bloodstained is a fantastic Castlevania style game, which has very, very good reviews. But I'll be going through each and every one of these games a little bit later. I do want to mention some other things. If you are a Humble Choice subscriber, remember you do get 20% off the Humble Store along with access to the Humble Trove. The Humble Trove lets you download all of the games shown here for free, and you can just keep them as long as you like, even if you're not subscribed, because they are DRM free. Also, let's just look at the Humble Store. Sometimes they have some really good deals, and just remember all these games are Steam keys, so you get these on Steam. So they're having a Borderlands sale and a Warner Brothers game sale, both very good publishers there. So Borderlands 3, you can get all the DLC for just $42. Borderlands the Handsome Collection for just $12. That's a really good deal because you get access to Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel along with the season passes for both games for just $12. So that's a steal. I don't know why you would pay separately for the pre-sequel or Borderlands 2. You might as well just get them all together and save some money. So moving on from that, let's see here. They did have some new bundles over the this previous month. I didn't cover any of them because I didn't really think they were all that exciting. But there is some good deals, and just keep in mind, if you guys do decide to pick up one of these bundles, you can use my referral link in the description below. And the best way, if you guys ever wanted to donate to this channel, use one of those links, buy one of these bundles, and then over here there's a little button to adjust your donation. You can actually do a custom amount, and you can send me however much of your order as you like. So that's pretty neat, and it's a very easy way to donate to my channel. So thank you very much for doing so. So they just launched this remarkable roguelikes. This is $10 for these 7 games. They're all positively rated, very positive even, and each game is like $10 or more. If you really enjoy roguelikes, go ahead and pick this one up. There is some good games. I have played like Heroes of Hammerwatch, that was pretty fun. Everspace, and what else have I played? Blazing Beaks, that was a good one too. So then there's the RPG Heroes bundle. This one I don't really know too much. Delver's a good game. Swords and Souls, I had fun with that, and Dreadlands is pretty good. I encourage you guys just to go through each one of these games and see if they're worthwhile or not. These bundles are $10, but if you divide that between all the games, you're getting them for a very, very low price, like less than $2 per game. And then there's the Humble Early Access All-Stars. I would recommend this one over the other ones just because these games are pretty fantastic, at least in my opinion. Especially golf it with your friends. That's very, very enjoyable. War Pips is really fun. I remember when that game was like just announced, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, these games are pretty good. I always like looking at the early access games. And then there's the Sakura series, so if you like anime babes, visual novels, there's a bunch of anime games here, and these games typically have some pretty expensive trading cards, or at least they used to in the past. So going back to the Humble Choice, let's go ahead and knock this out. First game is Bloodstained. This is a side-scrolling Metroidvania action game with overwhelmingly positive reviews. Has great graphics. There's plenty to explore, tons of content, and it's a great addition to the genre, and it's sort of a successor to Castlevania. If any of you played those games in the past, certainly recommend Bloodstained. Next we have Last Oasis. This is an online MMO survival game, similar to games like Rust, where you spend a great deal of time exploring, collecting resources, and fighting others for loot. But this game includes some magnificent like walking mobile bases, which are truly like a neat experience to see. However, this game is in early access, the servers get wiped frequently, and it's really not a game for everyone. Just like Rust, you'll log in, you'll play for a few hours, and some guy with a whole bunch of overpowered stuff will just come out of nowhere and kill you, and then you have to restart from the beginning. So next is a game I'm looking forward to playing more of. This is Superliminal. This is a first-person puzzle game based on forced perspective and sort of optical style illusions. Every room, there's just very unexpected puzzles. Reminds me a lot of the Stanley Parable, honestly, and it's a truly unique game. Definitely recommend everyone at least try it out. Next, we have Out of Space, which is a cute co-op management game where you and some friends build up your little home on a spaceship with various appliances and resources, while also cleaning up like sort of alien waste and goo as they start to invade the ship. There's a bit of strategy to it, and it's a game where it requires you to work together with friends. Then there's We Need to Go Deeper. This is another co-op game. This one is a 2D roguelike where you go down in a submarine and explore an outlandish Lovecraftian world. Another one that's great with friends, so plenty of co-op games here. And then we have Carto, which is a delightfully cute puzzle adventure game with a unique world moving mechanic. I used this to try and get this little girl back to her home while you explore the map. I thought it was pretty charming. Then as far as The Eye, this has fairly mixed reviews. It's a building survival resource management game where as you progress you collect resources and make decisions while various events happen that sort of throw you off course. This game requires a bit of patience, not for everybody of course. The next one, I don't know how to pronounce this, Cepheus Protocol. At its core it's a zombie wave defense shooter, but it plays as a real-time strategy style game as you build up a base and command troops trying to reclaim the city from infestation. It's still in early access, but it's a good experience so far, at least from what I've played. So the last 4 games here, Drake Hollow. This is another base building defense type game where you defend against a variety of creatures while building up your little encampment. Definitely meant to be played online, co-op with some friends. Kind of neat to see that there's quite a few co-op games, although not all of us have friends, unfortunately. Next, we have Nowhere Profit. This is a roguelike card game with a unique tactical system with procedural maps, over 300 cards, permadeath, and plenty of content through multiple playthroughs as it is. So it is roguelike. Roguelikes you can play for so long. But it's certainly addicting. If you enjoy games like Slay the Spire, like I do, you will probably enjoy Nowhere Profit. We have Blue Fire, which is a bit of a hidden gem. Not many have heard of this game, but it's a very charming action adventure game that will remind you a bit of Zelda, but it has a lot of this like 3D platforming style challenges in between the combat. To me, this game felt fresh and thoroughly enjoyable, so I do recommend Blue Fire. And then finally we have a game called Encodia. This one was weird because they give you a GOG, or Good Old Games key, which is not a Steam key, even though this game is on Steam. So I thought this was really odd that Humble decided to do this, and I'm not too happy about it. So in my opinion, technically you only get 11 games in this bundle since one is not on Steam. So those are all the games for this month's Humble Choice. I am curious to know your thoughts, so please leave a comment below on what you think of the games for this month. Personally, I thought it was a bit of a letdown. You really have to be a fan of Bloodstain to make this bundle worth it, at least in my opinion. Superliminal is a really good game. And the rest, just, I don't know, there was too many like mixed reviewed games and some early access games and some co-op games. Nothing like really good in my opinion. Nothing worthwhile for a Humble Choice anyway. But Bloodstain's worth it if you're into that. And the rest of the games, I mean, you're getting them for like basically $1 each. So it's up to you. But that's this month's Humble Choice. If you guys do decide to subscribe, there will be a referral link in the description below. Thank you for anyone who decides to use my referral links, especially if you decide to pick up a bundle and change that slider, because that's just a really neat way to donate and also get a bunch of great games. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.